Buckle up, guys, because James Gunn's new DCU just went into overdrive, and the news that just dropped is a total game changer for the next few years. From a major villain casting that literally no one saw coming, to heavy-hitting rumors that Batman might show up way sooner than his solo flick, the DC reboot is looking more ambitious than ever. If you want to know how Brainiac, Wonder Woman, and even Captain Atom fit into this new puzzle starting with Man of Tomorrow, stay tuned, because this video is your ultimate guide to the biggest bombshells coming out of DC Studios. Let's kick things off with some news straight from James Gunn himself. The actor for Brainiac is officially locked in. If we were 99% sure Brainiac was in the movie before, it's a done deal now. Lars Eidinger has been tapped to play the iconic villain. While he hasn't done any major Hollywood blockbusters lately, this guy is a heavy hitter in German cinema. When asked what put Lars on his radar, Gunn kept it 100. His audition. The screen tests were a game changer, especially for the physical requirements. The dude is 6'3", which puts him right there with David Corenswet and Nicholas Hoult. Alright guys, this intel comes from the insider Apocalypse Horseman. This guy has a solid track record and usually hits the bullseye with DC News. That said, he's whiffed a few times, so don't take this as gospel. It's a possibility, not a fact. Some insiders are legit and have better odds, but others are hit or miss. Either way, never believe anything 100%. Diving right into the tea, the Jimmy Olsen series. James Gunn has been dropping hints that this is actually happening. It's expected to hit pre-production right after Man of Tomorrow, Gunn's new flick, likely around late spring or early summer. They're still hunting for writers, so the scripts aren't fully cooked yet. This is a big deal because it won't be like this year where we got Superman and then Peacemaker Season 2 right out of the gate a month later. I'm not gonna lie, I wish they'd double down like that. Even though they're different characters, it's the same universe. So having Jimmy Olsen and Man of Tomorrow drop around the same time would be fire. But apparently, that ain't it. If they need to take their time to make sure the show is top tier, I'm down to wait for something great. Moving on, that mystery heroine in Man of Tomorrow is supposed to be revealed next month. Quick refresher, this character is described as a warrior and needs to be a certain height. A lot of people are leaning towards, or at least Apocalypse Horseman is hinting at, Wonder Woman. Some fans are vouching for Maximum, but the insider is betting the house on Wonder Woman. Nothing set in stone yet, and even the rumor doesn't flat out guarantee it's her. Obviously, having Wonder Woman show up in Man of Tomorrow gives off some major Batman v Superman vibes, which is a bit sketchy. They really need to handle this right so her role actually matters to the plot and doesn't feel forced. Also, over on X, the insider mentioned the Wonder Woman script is still in the works and nowhere near finished. The Teen Titans movie they were developing is currently on ice, no full draft yet, so it's gonna be a minute before that sees the light of day. Wonder Woman is a priority, but it looks like the script is still baking. One of the juiciest bits from Apocalypse Horseman. A male supporting character who's slated for future DCU projects is making his debut in Man of Tomorrow. It's unclear if he's a hero or not. Because of that, people are already going down the rabbit hole with theories. And of course, Batman is at the top of the list, right? Batman and Martian Manhunter are the two big names fans think will pop up. Seeing Martian Manhunter would be a sick setup for a future Justice League. But we gotta remember, this is a James Gunn movie. People build up all this hype and crazy theories, and then the reveal happens and it's totally left field. It might just be a minor DCU character who plays a bigger part in the Superman world. We gotta chill so we don't go into the theater expecting Batman and getting disappointed. It'd be dope if it happens, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Finally, the biggest rumor on the table. According to the insider, DC Studios is looking to start filming The Brave and the Bold, the DCU Batman movie, in 2027. It all depends on the script being finalized. They swapped writers a while back, which is old news. If you think about it, these rumors actually line up. If the studio wants to start shooting Batman in 2027 for a 2028 release, it makes sense that he might show up in some capacity in Man of Tomorrow first. That's why he could be that relevant male character appearing in future DCU movies. It's definitely a possibility. However, the rumor specifically says a supporting character. Let's be real, Batman isn't a supporting character. Sure, he could be a supporting player in Man of Tomorrow since it's a Superman movie, and that checks out. But the rumor says an important supporting character for the whole DCU. Honestly, that description could fit anyone. But circling back to Batman, the thing that really stands out and the insider is doubling down on is the writer change. He had someone on it, things shifted, and now they have a fresh perspective. It looks like DC Studios is struggling to get the Batman movie off the ground. From where I'm sitting, it feels like they haven't found their North Star yet for how to handle the Dark Knight.
Right now, we have zero concrete info on the DCU Batman. At first, we thought it'd be an older, more seasoned Batman with Damian Wayne as Robin. But this year, James Gunn made some comments that flipped the script, and now rumors are pointing toward Tim Drake being the partner instead. With this news about the writers changing, it looks like it'll be a while before we get any real reveals. But hang in there, guys, don't lose hope. Batman is the backbone of DC, he's not going anywhere. Gunn even said recently that you can't just phone in a Batman movie, it has to be incredible.
Aside from the Caped Crusader, we've got an update on the Clayface movie. According to Apocalypse Horseman, the film will be heavily inspired by the comic One Bad Day Clayface. That was a great series that gave a fresh take on different Batman villains. That comic is going to be a major influence, but keep in mind that Mike Flanagan mentioned Batman the Animated Series as a huge touchstone for what they're doing. The show is the main inspo, but the comic is a solid read. Definitely check it out. Wrapping up the DCU news, some big info dropped from reliable sources like Nexus Point. Season 2 of Creature Commandos is reportedly bringing in Captain Atom. There were theories that Rick Flag Jr. might be turning into him, but the word on the street is it'll be Nathaniel Atom. He first appeared in Captain Atom 1, 1987, created by Cary Bates and Pat Broderick. Originally from Charlton Comics, alongside The Question and Blue Beetle, he was folded into the DC Universe post-Crisis. In the plot, he's a Vietnam War veteran who gets nuclear powers, ends up with a metal-coated body, and is blasted decades into the future, working as a hero for the US government. For this second season, James Gunn is just going to be an executive producer, while Dean Lorey, the showrunner from Harley Quinn, is taking the wheel on the script and running the show. This lets Gunn all in on Superman Man of Tomorrow. Speaking of Captain Atom, a ton of fans think Alan Ritchson would be the perfect fit to voice him and eventually play him in live action. The actor mentioned lately that he's been talking to James Gunn and that he's looking for a character with gray areas, someone who isn't a total Boy Scout or a straight up villain. Honestly, when you think about it, Captain Atom fits that vibe to a T. Man, we got some major DCU news to wrap up the year, right? Are you hyped for any of this? Are you rooting for that supporting character in Man of Tomorrow to be Batman? Drop a comment below because I really want to know what you think. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit the hype button so this video trends in the categories and you can keep getting all the latest DC and DC Studios updates. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'm going to leave 2 video recommendations for you to check out. The first one is that epic crossover in the Absolute Universe. Batman and Wonder Woman finally met up. The second is a full recap of all the details on Christmas with the Joker, a total classic episode from Batman the Animated Series. Pick a video and stay in the loop.